IREN reported earnings yesterday. They missed the mark a little bit, but I'll tell you why I'm not concerned yet about this. All right, so IREN, they had earnings yesterday. They came in at minus 8.79% on per share and minus 2.5 on revenue. They sell all their Bitcoin, so I'm a little bit surprised by that overall, but that's okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. We're rejecting off the 200-day moving average, and we're coming down to the 50-day moving average. That's basically where we're at right now, okay? That's what we're looking at. As long as it holds above $7.15, I'm looking at a potential cup and handle, okay? Now, it's burned me before on those, so like this, I'll be looking for a 50-day moving average and then cross up over the 200-day moving average, and that's how I know we're on our way. It also feeds into this head and shoulders sort of scenario I've got over here, right? See how shoulder, head, and this dip here could be the next shoulder, and then that would take us higher. And if it is truly a head and shoulders, that head and shoulders doesn't end until it gets back to about $12. So that's not too bad for IREN. I'm not really too concerned about this as long as Bitcoin is holding up, which it currently is. It's currently holding up well, not amazingly, but well. We're doing another bull flag right here. This is a bull flag that we're looking at right now. As long as we hold the 9 EMA here on the daily, we can continue to go sideways, chop until we hit the bottom here, maybe even 101, and then back up to the top of the range, which would take us to brand new all-time highs, okay? Getting alerts. Anyways, that's what we're looking at there. So Bitcoin's holding up strong. We've got momentum is cooling off on Bitcoin. RSI got a bit hot and it's starting to cool off again, but that's just a reset, right? As long as it stays in this aggressive upward channel, which I'll draw so you can see it a little better. As long as it stays in this aggressive upward channel, and that sucked. As long as it, oh man, as long as it stays in this aggressive upward channel, we're going to largely be all right. As soon as it breaks out of that, though, we could come back down to about 93. And as long as we hold above the 50-day moving average, even if we break out of this channel, I'm still feeling pretty good about it. We are looking at some kind of potential pivot high here coming in. Maybe we'll come in and come back and test the 90s. We'll see if it's going to do that or not. I'm kind of hoping for more of just a grind up, like a grind up, kind of like it did back here in November, where it just went up from 86 all the way to 108 before giving us any kind of capitulation moment from that high peak there. The next thing, Ethereum down 1.7%. I like Ethereum where it is right here too. I think this is staging the way for this bull flag right here, is staging the way for the next move up, which is why I am in ETHU. Currently, I've sold a put on ETHU. Watch the video about selling puts, and I'll be making more of those here coming up pretty soon. I like this setup here. We got like this trend line down here. Come on. We got this trend line down here, and then it went to that blow off top there, right there. But this is a bull flag. It can hit this line and then continue into an even more vertical move from there. Ethereum has done it before. I would not be surprised if it does it again. So I'd be watching that very carefully as well. What about some of our other picks? BitDeer's down 4% today. That sucks. But again, it's still in that kind of where it's trying to do a blow off sort of scenario, right? We got trend line 1 here. We're on 2. We're touching it right now, and we could go into 3 from there. And if we lose that, as long as we don't lose trend line 1, we can get back on track later on. Okay, so I'm doing these in steps of 3, right? We got the first one, and then the second one, and I'm looking for the area where that third one comes in. That third one's like straight up when it comes. Okay, that's what I'm watching. I like this inverted head and shoulders there. I'd like this to do a little bull flag and then pew, take off from there. I'd like to see that. Clean spark down a little bit today as well, 925. It's in this ascending channel. I don't hate it as long as it's making higher highs and higher lows. I'm okay with it. It rejected again also off the 200-day moving average, just like IREN did. And it, as long as it is holding above 861, it's above the 50-day moving average, and it has a chance to continue crawling higher. We'll see what it does. Let me see here. Volume's a little ugly. RSI could do a 50 reset and then take off from there. That'd be interesting. We are still watching MSTR for leading the way. This thing is still on that nice run up. As long as it continues and it doesn't break beneath the 21-day moving average, which is at $380. As long as it doesn't roll over back beneath that, I am believing in this move up. I'm believing in this making even a potentially steeper angle and coming back to the all-time high, which would be that $545 level. It does that. I'd be feeling pretty great about it. If it rolls over and we lose the 21, then right here was the lower high, and MicroStrategy is going much, 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 much lower. So we're watching that. We're watching it very carefully. We do not want to see MicroStrategy do that. Now, even if MicroStrategy does that, these other assets can continue on. It would just be exactly the same scenario like in 2021, where they did that exact same thing. Does that chart look very similar to you? It should. We got this huge blow off top. We came down, created a higher low, and then we broke the 21-day moving average and then tested it from below. And when we tested it from below, that was your chance to get out. And then after that, MicroStrategy just kept going lower, lower, and lower. All right. The difference was this one did that second high in November instead of where it is right now, which would be in May. Last time May was down on a low, I think. Yeah. April. Yeah. Last time we were coming down in May and we were reaching these lows and then ready to build back up again. This time we are already at this stage that was happening in November of 2021. We're in that stage right now in May. So we could still be seeing a bit of a left translated cycle that everyone was talking about. It's very, very possible. We can see that. If we see the rollover of MSTR, we'll know that that is likely what's happening. And then the next stop would be the 200-day moving average. And if we lost the 200-day moving average on MicroStrategy, well, then things are really going to get deteriorate very, very quickly. So watch that. Watch that real close. That's how we're going to know. We're going to know things are bad when MicroStrategy starts to roll over for good. Okay. Anyways, I believe that's all I've got for you today. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Check out the Trade Cave store. Link in the description as well as the channel bio, and have a profitable day.